Hello, Leo. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and we are going to see what messages Spirit has for you today. All right, I like to release my videos according to the zodiac season we're in. So we just got into Virgo season, just left your season. Hope you guys had a great time. Hope you celebrated yourself. Happy belated birthday to all my Leos out there. But Virgo season is going to be August 23rd until June or September 22nd. And so that's like the time frame for this reading. But whenever you find it, it's perfect for you. You know, time is fluid. Who cares about all that? All right. But let's just get into it. The energy that I was tapping into while I was like shuffling the cards and stuff. First of all, like my throat got like really dry, so you guys could need to do like some throat chakra work, especially if you noticed you struggle like expressing yourself or honesty and like especially expressing it with compassion and things like that. I would, do some throat chakra work, right? But it felt like you guys were like holding yourselves back. Like you didn't want to upset anyone, and so you just weren't honest. It feels like you're trying to make everyone happy, but you can't. And that's also not your job, by the way, right? Like it's not on you. Other people, everyone's happiness is their own responsibility, right? Like I'm responsible for my happiness. I can't project that onto other people, right? And you shouldn't put that weight on yourself either. Everyone's responsible for their own life, for their own well being. And obviously, like, we're not going to go out of our way to make people upset, but we shouldn't compromise our needs and what feels right for us to make other people happy either. Okay? It feels like there needs to be a balance between that. All right? Yeah, because I kept hearing, like, cat got your tongue. And then some of you may have a cat. Actually, literally, during Cancer's reading yesterday, a cat popped up on my windowsill over here and was just meowing, and that was actually funny. So, anyways, some of you guys may like cats. But yeah, it's definitely time to stop people pleasing so much. That's what I'm feeling. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Messages for you. So, yeah, we have contentment, moon in Virgo. The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. So, yeah, I feel like there's going to be something that comes up where it's just offering you a new approach, a new way of going about things. It's amazing to be content, but like you want to be fulfilled, right? And I feel like things are coming up to have you realize where you've been sacrificing a lot. All right, we have Sun in Scorpio passion, Sun in Capricorn status, eclipse in Capricorn new direction, awakening. Yeah, I feel like you're realizing what matters to you, what fulfills you, what excites you, and you're wanting to go towards that, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody can, like, if you don't honor what feels right for you, if what you want to go towards, no one else is. You know what I mean? It's not like somebody's going to be like, oh my God, Leo, I realize I've been really selfish and I'm going to stop, having you prioritize my happiness over yours so much. People don't usually do that because why would they? You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to compromise that, right? Especially whenever you're acting like it doesn't matter, you know? All right, let's get some messages for you, Leo. Most important messages for Leo. Please and thank you. Let's get into it. So yeah, Moon and Leo, let your inner hero out, self-esteem. Time to show up, especially yeah, focus on your home and love. Yeah, for a lot of you, it could be like family, your partner, or whatever. But or sometimes when things at home aren't right, and we realize that, then it encourages us to shift our priorities, right? So I definitely feel like something's coming up to make you realize, okay, I need to shift my priorities. And yeah, okay, let's get into it. All right. We have Eclipse in Pisces, free will, serve your higher purpose. Absolutely. I feel like this is kind of like the main thing. Is recognizing that you have a choice in what you put your energy into, what you give attention to. And if something's not making you happy, you have the choice to redirect your energy. You don't have to like suffer in silence, right? Again, Sun, Scorpio, passion, a passionate, intense, or mysterious phase. So, yeah, I definitely feel like there's something that has ignited your passion, your excitement, that's making you look at other things differently. You know, you're like, oh, this feels good. I like this. I realize now I really don't like this as much. You know, sometimes we have to like see what we're missing to even recognize that we're missing it. You know what I mean? We have eclipse in Virgo, reorganization, choose duties and responsibilities carefully. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of Virgo cards too. So I definitely feel like in Virgo season, you're going to be shifting what you're putting your time and effort and energy into. And then Sun in Aquarius, opportunity, readiness for change. Yeah, you're ready to change. You're ready to, I feel like it's like you want to own your life and really enjoy your life rather than just living for others and going along to get along. Like, I feel like that's really outdated and it's not making you happy anymore. So you're going through a big shift here. I like it, as you should. All right, let's get into the tarot, see what's going on there. Okay, bottom of the deck, love it. We have beauty, we have endeavor, we have judgment. Ooh, priestess, construction, conception, empress. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's talk about it. So yeah, I definitely feel like with beauty, endeavor, you want more joy out of life. You want more fulfillment. You want more beauty, more happiness. And with endeavor here, you're willing to put in the work to go towards it. You know, you're no longer just wishing, hoping one day, you know, you're taking back control. The reins are in your hands now. And with Judgment Priestess, you've definitely been exploring your inner world. There's been a lot of like reflection lately about, you know, what makes me happy? Where do I want to go with my life? What do I want to do with my life? You know, what have I been doing that doesn't feel right? You know, this is a whole moment of reflection for you. And it's beautiful because you're allowing yourself to be honest about what you want to go towards and what is not working. So I like that. Okay, we have construction, we have conception, we have empress. I like this. So to me, this is about you realizing you create your own reality. And you're recognizing that if things aren't working, how have I played a role in that, you know? Because again, a lot of people, you know, they'll point the finger and be like, oh, it's because of my parents, my kids, my job. That's why I'm not happy or whatever. And you're not allowing yourself to do that. You know, you're not copping out like that. You're saying, okay, if this isn't making me happy, then I need to do something about it. You know, I can't blame any external thing because your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. So if something's not going right, you have to ask yourself, okay, what do I need to change within myself to get things moving in a different direction? Okay. There's definitely been a shift in perspective here. There's a lot more energy, a lot more excitement, a lot more willingness to go after the things you want. I like it. Let's get into it, Leo. All right, messages for Leo, most important. Please and thank you. Okay. All of your cards flipped over upright, which is interesting. Ooh, look at this. The Fool, the Star, adaptation. This is beautiful. Yeah, you're definitely starting a whole new kind of phase in your life, a new chapter. And the basis of this is your authentic self showing up, shining your light on yourself. You know, being honest, being truthful, being authentic. That's what's happening. I like it. Letting go of the burdens, of the worries that keep you stuck. You know the deal. All right, let's talk about it. I keep itching my face. Okay, we have sorrow and we have well-being. Okay, so yeah, this has definitely been not the easiest realization, right? It's not easy when you have to move forward or set boundaries, right? We don't want to make anyone uncomfortable. And sometimes this process, you can be like riddled with guilt because you don't, like, I feel like you guys have a lot of understanding for others, a lot of compassion. And with that compassion and understanding, you may use it to justify to yourself the treatment that you don't deserve. You know what I mean? Like if you understand why someone is projecting onto you or where their insecurities stem from, it can make it harder to, or if anything, it makes it easier to accept it. You know what I mean? But what the thing is with that, like we don't want to have understanding and acceptance make us tolerate things that we shouldn't. You know what I mean? And I would tell people all the time, like, just because you can tolerate something doesn't mean you should. You know, like, just because you know how to regulate your emotions doesn't mean you should tolerate someone else who doesn't, because that's not fair, right? And at the end of the day, in situations like that, you don't want to be the person that's always, the punching bag or always the one to like uplift somebody because they have to learn how to do that themselves. You know what I mean? So it can be a hard process to let go, especially whenever you understand your role and you understand why people are the way they are. But that doesn't justify it, right? And sometimes whenever we kind of placate people like that, it keeps them stuck in that energy, and that's not fair to do to them, right? So I feel like you're understanding why everything is happening the way it is. You're appreciating each person in this journey. You're appreciating what everyone's telling you. You're appreciating everyone's role in helping you kind of stand up for yourself and set your boundaries, but it's still uncomfortable. And that's okay, right? Especially whenever you're so understanding, so compassionate, so giving. You're willing to fall on the sword so no one else has to. So it can be uncomfortable whenever you realize you can't do that anymore, and then you feel guilty about it. But recognize whoever these people are, whatever's going on here, you're helping them grow way more than you would have helped by just, staying silent. You know what I mean? It's a tough sacrifice, but it's going to be worth it. And just like you're sitting reflecting and being like, I appreciate being able to be there for these people. I appreciate what they've taught me, but I know I have to, kind of move out of this energy. Eventually, one day they're going to be like, wow, I really appreciate Leo kind of setting those boundaries because, even though it was hard for me to adjust at first, it helped me learn a lot and become the person I wanted to become, Well, let's talk about you, Leo. Okay, we have evolution with magician here. These growing pains are leading you to a very, very powerful energy, right? And what's cool about this evolution card is it talks about like this mermaid turning into a human and how that's a very uncomfortable process, painful even, but it's leading you to something very powerful, very beautiful with the magician. This is master manifester, and you're going from the fool to the magician, right? So that's like having fun, playing, and this is moving with more intention. So that's what's coming through for you, and recognize like you leveling up allows you to be there more for others as well, but in a healthier way that not only supports them, but no longer enables them, right? I feel like some of you could have been kind of teetering that line of like, oh, I'm enabling versus helping, right? And you don't want to do that. So even though it is uncomfortable, know that you are leading to somewhere bigger and better, and it's going to be amazing and beautiful. So just stay focused on that. Okay, and with loss here, I really like this card because there's the Four Swords down here, and it's kind of showing the illusion, the darkness that comes with endings or change, right? But this sword, upright, going towards this bright star here, that's your higher self, right? Your soul. These versions of us that agreed to go through all of these things, and they recognize that even though it's uncomfortable, it's important for your growth, for your evolution. This is an energy of recognizing that everything is love, right? So if everything is love, how is this love? This is love because it allows you to free yourself to go towards what's right for you and allows someone else to evolve and grow as well. We don't ever want to stay stagnant, or, be in the same energy forever. That's boring. That's not the point of Earth, So any moment where you're aiding in someone's growth or they're aiding in yours, that's love, that's beautiful. And even though it's uncomfortable, we don't have to reject it or judge it, right? Recognize that everything is love. Recognize what this is teaching you. How can you have gratitude? That's what the point is here. Because either way, it's happening, you know? So might as well have that appreciation and not make it harder on yourself, you know? And we've got unity here, which I love. Okay, this is your higher self, your ego, your human self coming into balance. Okay, so this has definitely been a hard journey for you here, Leo, to, you know, let go, but also let go with appreciation. You know what I mean? Your ego, your humanness has a lot of guilt and a lot of like you want to reject this new chapter because you don't like you want to take everyone with you and you want it all to be the same but also have them grow, but sometimes you got to rip band-aids off for people to grow. You know, just like for babies, they have to fall down to learn to walk, right? And for a baby, you wouldn't be like, oh, first time you fell down, now you're never going to learn to walk again, I'm just going to hold you and carry you everywhere. Like, you wouldn't do that. So don't do that for someone else, right? But this is you. I feel like you get through it, you power through it, and then you realize, okay, I understand why that had to happen in that way. I'm grateful I let it unfold how it was meant to. I like it. All right, we're going to look into this some more. So let's see what's at the bottom of this deck. Okay. We are the world, control, patience, politics. Yeah. See, yeah, I definitely see like it's like there's more of a control approach versus a collaborative approach, you know? Like you can't force control anyone else's life or situations. You can collaborate with them, you can help them, you can give them love and compassion, but you can't force anyone to do anything that they don't want to do or force anyone to see things the way you see them. You know what I mean? Like I can't take my contacts out and give them to you and you see. No, that's not how that works. We all have different prescriptions. We all have different journeys, right? So allow somebody's journey to unfold because the more you mitigate it, the longer it's going to take. So yeah, it's like you're wearing a mask in this situation. Maybe someone else is wearing a mask in this situation. Yeah. It's like you don't want someone to feel abandoned, to feel alone. But that energy is what's going to bring them harmony and playfulness and bring them out of that the funk they're in. You know what I mean? All right, let's dig into it. Tell me more about sorrow and well-being for Leo, please and thank you. Yeah, see, we have letting go, we have ripeness. It's time to let go of something, Leo. Something you've outgrown something. Something's no longer working here. Okay. And again, it's not to say that like you have to like totally abandon somebody. It's just the way you're showing up, it's not working anymore. Okay. All right, we have schizophrenia, we have past lives here. So yeah, this has definitely been something you've been in your mind or in a limbo mode about for a very long time. I feel like you've known that something isn't right, that it's just pulling you in too many different directions, and it's time to just kind of choose which one you want to do. You know, at the end of the day, I can't force y'all to do anything, right? Absolutely not. I wouldn't want to. But if you would rather show up for this person, continue operating the way you're operating, you can do that. But don't be shocked whenever other things aren't bringing fulfillment and things fall through the cracks. You know what I mean? But if you choose, okay, I'm going to listen to what feels right for me, set my boundaries, it may be uncomfortable for this person for a moment, but they'll eventually get it together through that, leading by example. You know what I mean? It's a choice here at the end of the day. Okay, with past lives, this is just recognizing that everything happens for a reason for me. And yeah, and like with past lives, like think about it this way. You know, maybe someone's going through hardship because they have karma to work out. Maybe they have lessons to learn. Who are you to get in the middle of that? You know what I mean? You have to let people learn what they need to learn and go through what they need to go through. Can't always be the savior, you know? We have courage, we have change, all right? This is telling you it's time for something new. It feels like something's been trying to hold you down, but you're growing despite it. So keep growing, keep going. It's time for a new chapter, Leo. You can't hold yourself back anymore. But we have abundance. I love that. Okay, so letting you know that it's all going to be okay. It's all going to lead to beautiful things. But you have to let it unfold. Okay? And even if it gets a little sticky in the beginning, that's okay. It's a part of it. But you can't keep yourself held back. And again, you have free will. You can if you want to. But why would you want to do that to you, yourself, others? Like, you know? All right, tell me more about evolution and magician for Leo. See, look, yeah, we have sorrow, we have postponement. It's okay to be upset or to feel guilty or to want to mourn. You know, even like you may have thought, like, oh, I thought this was how this was going to pan out, but it didn't, and that's okay. But don't let that feeling of guilt or that worry or that fear keep you held back, because look, something is being postponed. You're not living fully. You're stuck in this gray darkness, okay? We have harmony, we have new vision here. That's what's coming in for you. For everyone involved here, right? You have to be brave enough to, yeah, see, like, look, suppression, awareness, the source. You're holding yourself back from seeing things clearly, and the source is going towards happiness, the sun card. You have to be brave to let this come in. Okay, it won't be able to come in with all this other stuff involved. I'm just saying. All right, let's take a look at it. So yeah, we have slowing down and aloneness. It's definitely time to take a moment and reflect about what brings you fulfillment, what makes you happy, which way do you want to go? Okay. Yeah, see, turning in. It's time to reflect. And it's time to do this on your own. Okay? Don't ask what other people want you to do. Don't ask what, you know, what nobody's opinion is going to be able to tell you what to do. So that's why you got to reflect and look within. Okay, this Hermit card, it's also Virgo energy. It's all about having your own self as guidance, listening to your soul, your intuition. Slow down so you can hear that. Some of you busy yourself so much with other people's stuff, so you don't have an opportunity to hear yourself, you know? You could be running away from like certain feelings because you don't want to acknowledge what's not working. But, you know, you can only hide from yourself for so long. All right, we have transformation, the creator, adventure. Beautiful. You're definitely going through a huge shift here, huge transformation. We love to see it. And the transformation is recognizing that you create your own reality and you decide what you want to go after. You know, this may be, you may be very comfortable always kind of being the hero for everybody. But again, it's not working for you anymore. Okay. And with adventure here, it's time to tap into that inner child and ask yourself, okay, when I was a kid, what did I envision for my life? What did I want to go towards? What did I want to, you know, spend my time doing? Do some things like that. Have fun again, Leo. You know, you've been involving yourself in other people's karma for far too long. You are not meant to save everyone. People are meant to save themselves. Don't take their power away from them. All right. Tell me more about loss for Leo. Yeah, cool. Okay. So what's cool about loss here, we have sharing and we have projections. I feel like you're starting to realize how maybe showing up for people in this way all the time wasn't always like completely pure intentions. Not to say they were bad intentions, I don't think they were. I think it was more so, when you don't grow up with that security, that stability, feeling like you're in control, feeling like you're safe, then as an adult, you tend to take on other people's problems and chaos because you can make them feel safe, right? Since you never had that, you want to create it for others. But that's, again, it's just like repeating a cycle and keeping yourself stuck. You are safe. You are in control, or not in control, but you're safe. Okay. And recognize that the things you went through in the past in childhood, you may not have been able to be the hero there or save everyone, but it happened for a reason, like everything happens for a reason. Maybe it helped you realize how strong you were, or made you realize the kind of person you didn't want to be. That's amazing, and that's something to have gratitude for. But you don't have to let your past trauma keep you in this survival mode anymore. Recognize how you are pushing your fears onto other people. Okay? We have a breakthrough. I see you freeing yourself from this. And I think a big part of that is recognizing why you do it, right? Because if you don't understand the why, like for the ego, the mind, and things like that, it can be harder for those things to detach. So recognizing why you choose to keep yourself held back will help you free yourself. Okay? And with traveling here, some of you guys might be traveling soon, but I just feel like it's like new horizons. Like you're seeing things differently. You're going to be moving differently. And I do feel like this realization is going to kind of come in like crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, because you're letting go. You're ready for a new version of yourself. So I feel like your readiness for that will bring this realization in very quickly for you. Cool. All right, last card here. Let's talk about unity. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, so we have comparison and we have ripeness. Yeah. I feel like you're done comparing yourself to others, comparing your journey to other people's journey. This is you recognizing, you know what, I'm going to let people live their lives, right? Just because I would do something differently doesn't mean it's the right way to do. And this is what I've had to learn for myself as well. Is like everyone has their own journey, right? People are supposed to realize things when they're supposed to realize them. Me trying to force people to see things differently, to show up differently, to create their reality in a different way. You know what I mean? Like, that's out of my power. That's out of everyone's power. We have to let people live their life how they're meant to live it. We have to let people learn their lessons as they're meant to. That's the beauty in this human experience. And sometimes, whenever we can take people's problems on, we will, and we try to solve it for them. But that's not what we're meant to do. We're meant to give them love and compassion, but let them come to their conclusions on their own. Okay? With the Rebel, this is the Emperor card in this deck. I see you choosing to just do things your own way. Do things differently. Okay? Ooh. With innocence and patience, you're just moving with more trust here. You're recognizing you don't have to, be stuck in these mentalities, these narratives that you've been telling yourself. And you're honestly recognizing how you like brought on these energies, right? By always comparing or always trying to step in. But now you're just moving with patience and innocence. You're letting people unfold how they're meant to unfold. And you are just approaching it with optimism, happiness, love, support. Because that's your role, right? That's what you're recognizing is your role is not to solve everyone's problems, but to be there for them with love if they're going through it, right? But Because usually that's what people need. You know, they don't need people to tell them what to do or to solve their problems. That's not what truly benefits people. But seeing people with love and light will, you know, that's how they can transmute and shift, not by always getting, you know, a handout, you know. And it's not to say that it's not good to help people. I'm not saying that. But you just don't want to enable people, you know. You don't want to keep them stuck in their own cycles because you're always there to make it easier. Sometimes people have to hit rock bottom to get back up. Okay. All right. We're going to look into some soul messages and see what the soul says about this, and then we'll get into some love. All right. We have humor, abundance, freedom, friendship, balance, purpose, patience, growth. Okay. So definitely with humor, soul is encouraging you to look at the lighter side in this, right? Like through love, through light, that's how you're going to transmute it, not by taking it on. But abundance, freedom, I feel like you letting these things go brings in a lot of abundance for you. Balancing friendships, realizing like your purpose is not to always save everyone, but just to be there, just to be supportive, okay? Patience and growth, allowing people to grow at their own pace. Trusting, that's what's being required. And some of you, yeah, you may like always kind of be there because you don't trust that somebody can do it themselves. That's also keeping them held back. You know what I mean? Like, don't put that energy on somebody. All right, let's get some soul messages for Leo. Please and thank you. And if you're not interested in love, no offense to me, I will see you next time. But y'all definitely like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Helps the channel grow. You know what I mean? Okay, we have grief, love, pride. Yeah. So definitely this is a grieving process for you, right? It can be hard to recognize that you're holding someone back. I mean, I did it with my own sister, you know, and I realized I'm not helping her. If anything, I'm making it harder for her, so I need to see myself out. And that made me bawl my eyes out. I always want to be there for her and be right there. But sometimes that's not what people need, okay? With pride and love, I feel like you're needing to move with more love and less pride, right? With the pride thing, it's like you want to support people, you want to help them be stable, but you need to do it with love, okay? It's like you don't have to be the savior all the time. Let go of that identity. Honesty, relationships, and service, yeah. You have to be honest about your role in certain relationships, okay? It's amazing. It says, I feel good when I can help others. That's amazing, right? But help them in a way that makes sense, not in an enabling way, not in a way that keeps them stuck in a cycle, but in a way that will promote growth and change for them because that's what they need. Okay. All right. Let's get some love messages for you, Leo, and then that'll be that. Thank you guys for watching. All right, we have finances, career, we have wedding, worth waiting for, healing family issues. It's safe for you to love. This could be the one. Okay. All right. You guys could definitely be focusing on career right now. Maybe you meet someone at work or something like that. It looks like, though, whoever this person is, it's looking pretty solid. Looking pretty solid for me. Okay, but healing family issues. I feel like this could be something that brings up some things you need to heal, right? Sometimes whenever we're in a healthy relationship, positive energy, it can make us see the shadow some more. So just be patient with yourself through that. Have love and support for yourself, just like you love and support everyone else. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so a couple different things. All right, we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life and unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay, so I feel like A lot of you, this could also be like the main reading could be in love too, right? Like always supporting and being there for somebody even whenever it didn't make sense. So someone that knows you're like that might be trying to come back around for you, okay? So honestly, just honor what feels right for you. If you want to be around this person and get that going again, you have free will, you should do it. But if you feel like this person may just use you or there's not like the right chemistry, then honor that and set those boundaries. This is like a practice run for you. Okay, we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And then we have wedding. The situation involves marriage. So both of these people are wearing like a bride and groom outfit. So some of you may be getting to know like the person that you're really meant to connect with deeper. Could be going on a trip or something with retreat. But I feel like this is like I feel like this is your time to be selfish. Yeah, see, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I feel like you're just being guided to just focus on you, focus on things that make you feel good, and don't feel bad about the boundaries you have to set with people in the meantime. You know what I mean? All right, that's all I have for you today, Leo. Thank you for watching. Again, if this resonated, let me know with a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys would like to know more about me and the services I provide, you can go to my website, avianasascension.com. That is linked down below. I've got personal readings, personal healing ceremonies, online classes if you want to learn how to read tarot yourself or do like a group healing session thing. It's like I don't know. You can see it. It's all on there. I also have a newsletter if you want to sign up for that. I always suggest signing up for the newsletter. I send you a free guided meditation when you sign up. And it's a good way to stay in touch, get free guidance. I send out a monthly newsletter and then like different coupons, discounts, exclusive content, fun stuff like that. So check it out if you want to. But that's all I have for you today, Leo. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.